I'm working on a project right now that involves a lot of engraving, so I thought I'd make a short video on a few methods to engrave letters. The three methods I'm going to show all use a V-bit. There are other ways with different tools, but that's outside the scope of this video.
You could be with anyone, and I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be
The first method I want to show is tracing the contour of the text. This is easily visible, but not very attractive to look at. You can see that the cutting tool stays at a set depth, while the center of the tool follows the perimeter of each letter. This results in sharp corners at the bottom of the feature, but the corners are rounded at the top, changing the look of the font. Next up is the centerline cut. This is also very simple. The tool traces the center line of each letter at a set depth. This is the same issue as tracing the contour though. You don't get an accurate representation of the font because all the corners are rounded. This method is good if you're worried about cycle time though. Take a look at the letter T. To trace the profile, the tool has to move over an inch. However, to trace the center line, it only has to move about a third of that. One disadvantage though, if you're using Fusion 360, is you're going to need to use a specific type of font that only contains the center line. This can be annoying as most of the fonts contain the outline. Finally, we have VCarving. This method uses a trick to reproduce the fonts much more closely, even the sharp corners. It does this by varying Z height. With the tapered bit, changing the Z height changes the diameter of the tool at the top of the stock, and it's only limited by the diameter of the tip of the tool. With a sharp tool, you can cut sharp edges. This does come with a noticeable disadvantage though. The larger the letter, the deeper the depth of cut will become. Unfortunately, on a little machine like this, it's easy to stall the spindle with a deep cut.